It's been home to generations of diverse cultures, peoples, and ways of life for more than 3 centuries. It's been a place of peace and serenity, war and dispute, sacrifice and victory. It's a place that has, for centuries, been home to the American story. Known historically for its agriculture, paper mills and steel, lakeshore, ports and river, furniture, automotive equipment, and power. But above all, it's the stories of Monroe County sons and daughters that make us who we are.
This is where I came home from war.
It's where I graduated high school.
And I upheld the law.
This is where I trained to become world champion.
It's where I grow the food that feeds the world.
And I can learn about my ancestors from Monroe County right here.
The historic fabric of Monroe County is made of beautifully complex, colorful, and enduring yarn, steeped in the stories, places, and artifacts that make them whole. Yet our stories would be forever lost if not shared and preserved, woven into the fabric of life today.
This is where I learned to ride a bike.
And I taught her to fish.
This is where I learned about sacrifice.
And I represent my community.
This is where we develop critical thinkers and cultivate our next generation of leaders.
It's where we're growing a family legacy.
And I'm preparing for my future.
It's where my grandfather co-founded an international business.
And I learned to show horses.
Nearly 10 years ago, the Monroe County Historical Museum was on the eve of being shuttered in the wake of the Great Recession of 2008. You gave us a chance, and we didn't just survive. Together, we thrived. Over the last decade, we've transformed, rejuvenated, and reorganized as the Monroe County Museum System, intent on preserving and presenting our history to the 4 corners of our county.
This is where we're raising our family.
It's where I advocate for my community.
And I learn the stories of Monroe.
This is where we started our business.
It's where we share our stories and learn from yours.
It's where I sail the Great Lakes with my granddaughter.
And this is where I cast my first vote.
This is where we honor the past.
And we preserve it for the future.
As we fuel and cultivate our visitors' curiosity through the exploration of Monroe County's rich and varied stories, joining together to unearth meaning and illuminate connections between the past, present, and future. Together, we can ensure that our stories will never be forgotten.
This is not just about the city, or the townships, or the village. This is about the whole community, the whole county coming together to tell our stories.
The museum here has played an important role in Dundee as everywhere else. For our seniors, we love it, but let's pass it on to the kids. They need to hear these stories too.
Our mission is to inspire this and future generations with these stories.
These are our stories.
These are my stories.
These are your stories.
These are the stories of Monroe.
For more than 80 years, the museum has collected and preserved our stories. And together, with your support, the Monroe County Museum System will bring to life our vision for a new decade.